Greetings and welcome once again, family. Looking at international news, also the US presidential elections, Donald Trump is likely to have an easy go as Joe Biden chickens out of the US presidential race. Very exciting. We saw last time I was showing you right on this platform the presidential debate that took place where Joe Biden was, his mind was sticking. Literally sticking, and you would forget what he wanted to say. You would not remember what he had said. It was a shipwreck. It was a disaster. And soon after that disaster, the confidence rate of Joe Biden actually crumbled. It really crumbled. His ratings fell so dismally. And it was an issue because we saw quite a lot of Democrats beginning to speak about it and openly coming out to confess that indeed Joe Biden was failing and old age was really trickling in. So the developments have led to a possibility that Joe Biden is not going to be running the race anymore. And indeed, when we look at the man is old, and we can't really be expecting Joe Biden to survive yet another full term of presidential office in the United States government. So indeed, the Democrats need to come up with a plan of how things can happen. So it seems like it's good news for the Republicans so far because they are pushing so hard with their candidate doing so well. We are seeing Donald Trump going around all the different places and states where he's holding quite massive rallies, and the support base seems to be very energized. And this is the situation that we are seeing. So we are still watching to see how far the Democrats are going to go in terms of the replacement of Joe Biden. We've heard, of course, some talking about Kamala Harris being the next Trojan horse, but we don't know whether it is going to finally be the candidate. We've also heard about Michelle Obama being a possible candidate that could take over from Joe Biden, but I'm sure there are still deliberations that are being taking place right, within their caucuses. But whatever situation it could be, I don't think that Kamala Harris or even the Michelle Obama may be that much of a challenge to Donald Trump. I think the competition really is not going to be as stiff as it could have been. So what it is looking like now, it might end up being that the presidential race finally might end up going to the Republicans. And of course, Republicans have been working so hard to make sure that the fight, especially the issues that were concerning the immigration, the border control, which Biden was loosening up so much, and the issue of the economy itself that went so bad soon after Donald Trump left, and the taking over of Joe Biden. Quite a lot of knock has happened on the economy. Prices of food and basic commodities went up. The prices of fuel, it went up so drastically, and that really made an outcry right in the United States of America. And of course, Joe Biden coming in, he stopped quite a lot of other projects, especially the projects that were concerning the production of oil right inside the United States of America, and it caused now oil to become a problem in America, and Biden had to start to discuss with the oil producing nations if they could supply America. And we saw him going to Saudi Arabia, trying to talk to the Arabs about, reconnecting this issue. But it seems like most of the Arab countries and the oil producing countries are not leaning more on BRICS. More than they are on the side of the West and the Americans. So the deal did not go by, it did not win, and Joe Biden came back empty-handed. But it was so surprising why he stopped the Kingston pipeline, which was actually going to be supplying quite a lot of fuel, and it also had a lot of employment that it had created as well. Joe Biden stopped the building of the wall, which Donald Trump had started as he was trying to protect more of the American safety. And then Joe Biden is pro the opening of borders, the open border policy, and he came also stopping the fuel or the oil processing was because of the green agenda. You see, the green fuel agendas that they are talking about, the global warming issues. And then, of course, the issue of the raising of taxes was also one of the most disturbing of all Joe Biden's campaign tools, because it was looking like the raising of taxes was going to be also making life more difficult for the Americans. But the Democrats were arguing that they needed to be taxing the rich in America, the big tech, and those other billionaires and other big companies. But still, others would still argue that taxing those would also cause them to also raise up the prices of the commodities or services that they are giving to the American people. So, looking at the general situation, especially looking at the statistics that are coming out of the ratings of Joe Biden, his ratings have been so bad. Joe Biden has been rating around 30%, 32, 34%, somewhere there. It was bad. Kamala Harris was going around the 20, 28, somewhere there, 29, which is so bad. And in the history of America, Joe Biden has been the first president to rate around that, a sitting president who would be having such kind of a rating. So for a sitting president to be in such kind of rating around 30 something, that is so bad for the Democrats. So they need to quickly move fast here and come up with a formidable partner, member or candidate who could come and compete with Donald Trump. It seems Donald Trump has covered quite so much of ground. Of course, Joe Biden has tried so much to frustrate Donald Trump. We saw the issues that were coming in of the court cases and accusations of wrongdoing and things like that, the arrest of Donald Trump. But looking at them all, you'd just realize that no, the Democrats are just trying to block the political space for Donald Trump, want to make sure that Trump does not run for the coming presidential election. But it seems like it's not winning, because recently a court gave a judgment that Donald Trump should enjoy some kind of considerable amount of immunity on some of the allegations that are being laid against him. Because if they are saying he was subverting the law, during the 2020 issue of the elections, trying to turn over the result of the election or things like that. Still, he did that when he was still president. So immunity will apply also to him. That was what the judge said in the last court judgment that was given for Donald Trump. So it seems like all the hurdles that the Democrats were trying to put along the way, blocking Donald Trump, don't seem like they are gaining much ground. And it seems the man is likely going to go through the elections. So this is what it is. We are still watching whether it is going to be Kamala Harris who is going to come in, or is it going to be Michelle Obama? And any one of the two, are they a competitive force that could stand against Donald Trump and win? So this is the issue we are going to be watching. Interesting times that are coming in the American election. So these are some of the updates that we are just giving you. So just subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and continue to watch more of the shows that we give you here as we continue to give you updates. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Remain blessed. Till we meet again in the next show. Bless you.